Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like you're just average? Maybe you compare yourself to people on social media, or assume others don't find you attractive. But here's the truth. You might actually be much more attractive than you think. The problem is, we're often the worst judges of our own appearance. Attractiveness isn't just about perfect facial features or a model-like body. It's about how people react to you, the energy you give off, and the subtle signals others show without even realizing it. So if you've ever doubted yourself, here are 7 signs that you're actually more attractive than you think. 1. People look at you. Often. One of the biggest signs that you're attractive is when people look at you more than usual. You might notice strangers glancing at you when you walk into a room, at a cafe, or even while passing by on the street. Sometimes they quickly look away when you catch them staring. That's usually because they don't want to make it obvious. Attractive people naturally draw attention. Even if people don't say anything directly, their eyes often give it away. So if you notice random people looking at you often, it might not be a coincidence. It could simply mean you stand out more than you realize. 2. People seem nervous around you. Another surprising sign of attractiveness is when people act a little nervous around you. They might stumble over their words, laugh more than usual, or struggle to maintain eye contact. Sometimes, they might even avoid talking to you altogether. Why does this happen? Because attractive people can unintentionally make others feel intimidated. When someone finds you attractive, they may worry about saying the wrong thing or making a bad impression. So if you've ever wondered why some people seem awkward or shy around you, it might actually be a compliment in disguise. 3. You don't get compliments. Often. This one sounds strange, but it's actually very common. You might think that attractive people get compliments all the time. But in reality, the opposite often happens. People sometimes assume that someone who looks good already hears compliments constantly, so they don't bother saying anything. Others might feel too shy or intimidated to say it out loud. As a result, you may go long periods without hearing compliments, even though people around you genuinely think you look great. 4. People remember you easily. Have you ever met someone once and later they say, "I remember you," even though you barely spoke? That's another subtle sign of attractiveness. When someone has a strong presence or appealing appearance, they tend to stick in people's memories. Something about them stands out. It might be your smile, your energy, your eyes, or simply the way you carry yourself. Whatever it is, people notice it, even if they never say it directly. 5. Strangers are friendly to you. If strangers often start conversations with you, smile at you, or offer help unexpectedly, that can also be a sign of attractiveness. People are naturally drawn toward individuals they perceive as attractive or approachable. This doesn't always mean romantic attraction. Sometimes it's just a positive impression that makes others feel comfortable interacting with you. If random people seem unusually friendly toward you, it might be because your presence leaves a good impression. 6. You receive mixed reactions. Sometimes attractive people receive very different reactions from others. Some people are extremely friendly and interested in talking to you, while others may seem distant, cold, or even slightly annoyed. This happens because attractiveness can trigger both admiration and insecurity. While some people feel drawn toward you, others might feel intimidated or compare themselves to you. Their reaction has more to do with their own feelings than anything you did. So if you notice mixed reactions from people, it could actually be another subtle sign that you stand out more than you think. 7. Your friends joke about your looks. Friends often tease each other, but if your friends frequently make comments about your looks, even jokingly, it might reveal what they actually think. Sometimes they might say things like, "Of course they were looking at you." You get attention everywhere. You know you're attractive, right? These jokes usually come from a place of truth. Friends often notice things about us that we overlook, and because they see how others react to you, they may recognize your attractiveness before you do. Attractiveness isn't just about what you see in the mirror. It's about how people respond to your presence, your energy, and the subtle ways you impact those around you. The truth is, many people underestimate their own attractiveness because they're used to seeing themselves every day. But the signs are often there, in the way people look at you, remember you, and react around you. So, if you've ever doubted your appearance, remember this: you might be far more attractive than you think. And sometimes, the world notices it long before you do. And there you have it. 7 signs that you might actually be more attractive than you think. The truth is, we're often our own biggest critics. We notice every small flaw, every imperfection, and forget that the way others see us can be completely different. So the next time you start doubting yourself, remember these signs. Sometimes, the confidence you're looking for is already there. You just need to recognize it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. And let me know in the comments, which of these signs surprised you the most? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.